The BMW m340i XDrive is about the most perfect car I have ever driven. And that's the whole review. B3BU, Liberebil, out. So I'm gonna do this video a little bit differently. This is the new BMW m340i, and as you can probably tell, it's really wet today. It's the only day I could actually film this car, and I'm quite disappointed by the weather. But if you want to see me hoon this car around the track, you can click the card and go and check out when I did the 340i around Kyalami racetrack. It was safe conditions, and I could really push the car really hard. How do I feel about BMW going four-wheel drive? Okay, I am kinda okay. The four-wheel drive system is set up really well, really rear-wheel drive bias, and really allows you to get the rear end out. Oh, and the sound! There's no N55, N54 type of like howl going on here. This B58 engine sounds fantastic. You've got some nice overrun, crack, snap, crackle and pop. It's done really tastefully. It doesn't do it all the time and disturb your neighbors, but there's a lot of things about this car that's perfect, and that's the best way I can describe the BMW m340i. It's all the car you will ever need. There's no other car that I can think of in the segment that can do what this car can do this well. And because this B58 produces 258 kilowatt and 500 Newton meters of torque and bolted to XDrive means you can launch it. So I mean, yeah, and it is stupid fast. 285 kilowatt and 500 Newton meters of torque, ladies and gentlemen. That's nothing to scoff at. That's really powerful. And don't for 1 second think this thing's only making 285 kilowatt. Nah? It's probably making a little bit more because the way this thing goes. Woo. My current fuel consumption I'm averaging is 11.5 liters per 100 kilometers. A trip to Franschhoek, I got it down to 9.5 is the best I've seen with it, liters per 100 kilometers. So even so, for a straight 6 turbo, it's not that bad. And let's not forget as well that with minor breathing mods on this car, the thing's gonna make 700-800 horsepower, and it will run 10s in the quarter mile with minor mods. Now that BMW in four-wheel drive, they've always had the good engines. I think the Audi guys, Audi RS3 guys, need to start getting a little bit nervous now. A lot of things to know here about the m340i. These grills are closed. Only when the engine needs air, they open up and they allow air to go in. You've got BMW's laser lights as well. All the aero you see here in front of this car are all real, no fakery. Also, radar, cruise control in front to keep you safe distance from the car in front of you as well. And you also got a little camera here for when you obviously do the, I think this car's got like a top-down view. Yeah, it's got a top-down view where you can see right around the car, which is really actually pretty awesome. M340i also comes with staggered wheel setup, so you've got two 540s in front, 19-inch wheels. There's an 18-inch option as well, and on the back you have two 5.5s if I'm not mistaken. Let me have a look. I always struggle finding the lettering. Yep, two 5.5, 35, 19s at the back, and you can probably tell that this are also pretty massive at the back. I mean, sure, this thing is 340i models also have these tailpipes around the actual tailpipe here in the middle. It's not too fake, it's actually quite nice. However, here is a fake vent. The boot, the most boring part of any car review, is full of my gear. It's big enough for everything. Again guys, it's a perfect car. You can probably tell the car's quite dirty. I actually had the car washed for the feature. Unfortunately, it freaking rained in Cape Town this morning and it dirtied the car, so I'm quite upset. So yeah. And this is where the lovely B58 lives, with its 285 kilowatt and 500 newton meters of torque. This engine is the party piece here. This engine is gonna hurt a lot of people's feelings in the next few years. I can guarantee you all that. This isn't N55 and N54 squabbling that people used to struggle with. This is a proper engine. I mean, Toyota trusted this engine so much that they put it in their Supra. So yeah, this 340i is packed to the brim with technology, and for its plus 1 million rand asking price, it needs to be. You've got this beautiful display which is touchscreen, and you can operate it with this control wheel here in the center. I don't like controlling it with the touchscreen because it makes fingerprints, so I like to use this wheel. It's the shortcut keys here on top, so it's media home. Check this lighting out. There's lighting here in the door panels here on my side. But anyway, if I can press car, right, I can say settings, interior lighting, color, let's make it lilac, and there we go. That changes color. And then you have sports displays, so you can see your boost pressure. So if I give it a quick rev, let's put it in Sport Plus. Let's say, oh. And before I go further, this car allows you to rev it all the way out. So not like that silly cars now that bloody puts that soft limiters on at 3000 RPM. This thing allows you to rev it all the way out. The other thing about the M340i has to be the brakes. It's got massive 6-pot calipers up in front. I don't want to go too crazy. Yeah, no. When you lift off the throttle, that's like this thing at the back. I like it. Yeah, no. This is what I remember with this car around Kyalami. It's just so well balanced. This chassis, the steering, the way the front end digs in, it's and then 8-speed ZF. I mean, the ZF is so fast. It feels like a dual clutch. Oh. It feels so dual clutch in a way. It snaps in its gears. When I pull a pedal, it's instant. That's how good the ZF is. Ooh, don't aquaplane car. Yeah, no. This is a proper weapon. Wow. I always said, if you want a 4-drive car, buy an Audi, buy a Subaru. Don't buy a BMW. It's rear wheel driven. So it does grind my gears a little bit that BMWs are now 4-wheel drive. Yes, you can select rear wheel drive, but somehow gets to me that that's an option. It just fires me up a little. But this car is 1 million rand. Let me put that into perspective. It's under 1.1 million rand. It's about 106 odd, and that is quite a lot of money. So it needs to be the best in the business, and safely it is. It's got charm, it's dynamic, its steering wheel is beautiful, its pedals feel fantastic. This B58 engine is a masterpiece. The transmission is amazing. The XDrive is set up to be a very rear wheel drive biased. I like it. It will go in my top 10, but I can't put it in my normal top 10. It needs to go in my over 1 million rand top 10. It can't go in my under 1 million rand top 10. So we will have to figure out where it's gonna go, somewhere in that list. So yeah, thank you all so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, share with friends and family. Be free, be you. Liberebil out.